In a surprising twist, Tesla's highly anticipated Cybertruck is facing bans in over 128 countries, including major markets like the United Kingdom, Germany, Japan, and Australia. What was supposed to be a groundbreaking, revolutionary vehicle is now facing a full-scale blockade that could threaten Tesla's most ambitious project to date. But why is the Cybertruck being banned in so many places? Is it the ultra-hard stainless steel body? The concerns over safety regulations? Or is there a deeper, unexpected reason behind these widespread bans? By the end of this video, you'll get the full story on why the Cybertruck is facing such resistance, how Tesla is fighting back, and what these bans could mean for the future of the electric vehicle market. After all, Tesla thought it could navigate these regulatory hurdles. But when UK authorities seized the Cybertruck right off the streets, declaring it unfit for public roads, it became clear this was no ordinary challenge. This wasn't just another enforcement issue. It was a direct confrontation with Tesla's most ambitious vehicle yet. When the Cybertruck debuted in November 2019, it wasn't just a new electric vehicle, it was a statement. With its bulletproof exoskeleton, bold angular design, and rugged off-road capabilities, the truck looked like something from a futuristic movie. Elon Musk pitched it as the ultimate alternative to traditional pickups, one that could outlast and outperform industry giants like Ford and Chevrolet. Tesla's vision for the Cybertruck was clear: an indestructible, powerful vehicle built for the boldest adventures. The world took notice. Within days of the unveiling, the Cybertruck had racked up over 250,000 pre-orders, and by 2023, that number had swelled to over 1.9 million reservations. But now, the road ahead isn't as clear as it once seemed. The stage was set for one of the most eagerly anticipated vehicle launches in history. The electric truck market was heating up, with competitors like Ford, Rivian, and GMC all vying for a slice of the action. But despite the fierce competition, the Cybertruck stood apart. It didn't just look different, it challenged everything people thought a truck should be. However, as excitement surged, so did the pushback. While Tesla's passionate fanbase celebrated the Cybertruck's bold design, regulators were raising alarms. Safety experts were concerned about the truck's rigid build and excessive weight. European authorities quickly pointed out that its sharp armored edges could pose significant risks to pedestrians. Road safety regulators in Japan and Australia flagged issues with its visibility, crash compliance, and oversized frame. Some automotive analysts even warned that Tesla might face unforeseen challenges in securing approval for the Cybertruck in global markets. By early 2024, Tesla's worst fears became reality. 128 countries shut their doors to the Cybertruck, citing legal violations and potential safety hazards. Even in the United States, certain states began reviewing the vehicle's compliance with road safety laws. While many assume these bans were all about safety, there's more to the story. This isn't just about one vehicle, it's a battle over Tesla's future in the global market. If these bans stand, Tesla could lose billions and face a serious blow to its position in the electric vehicle industry. But is this really just a safety issue, or is there something larger at play? Make no mistake, this isn't just a ban, it's a warning shot. And it could set the stage for a broader shift in how governments regulate electric vehicles. If other countries follow the UK's lead, Tesla could find itself in deep trouble. The Cybertruck is unlike anything else on the market. When Elon Musk first unveiled it, he called it a game-changer, tougher than any pickup truck, faster than a sports car, and built to last forever. But here's the problem. The very qualities that make the Cybertruck so revolutionary are the same reasons why regulators are pushing back. Let's take a closer look at what's really driving this resistance. First up is pedestrian safety. In Europe and many other regions, cars are required to have crumple zones, sections of the vehicle that absorb the impact during a crash to protect both the driver and pedestrians. The Cybertruck, however, is made of ultra-durable stainless steel that doesn't crumple on impact. Instead of absorbing the shock, it transfers all the force directly to whatever it hits. This makes the Cybertruck inherently more dangerous to pedestrians in the event of a collision, and it's one of the key reasons why regulators are raising concerns. If the Cybertruck hits something, it could lead to serious injuries, even in low-speed crashes. This concern was highlighted by Tesla's Vice President of Vehicle Engineering, Lars Marvi, back in 2023. European regulations require that protruding parts of vehicles have a rounded edge with a radius of at least 3.2 mm. But Marvi pointed out that it's impossible to achieve this on a 1.4 mm stainless steel plate. Elon Musk had hinted that a European-friendly version could eventually be on the way. He said, "We designed the car to North American requirements because if you start incorporating all the international regulations, It adds so many constraints that it would make the product worse. So, we might need to make a special version for China or Europe, but it doesn't make sense to add that complexity until we've scaled up production. However, while Musk's statement was pragmatic, there's another huge hurdle: weight. A fully loaded Cybertruck weighs a massive 3,500 kilograms, 7,716 pounds, over 4 metric tons. This puts it in the C1 vehicle category, which includes ambulances and some motorhomes, heavier than many small commercial trucks. That's not the only issue though. Some regulators have pointed out that the truck's sharp, angular edges don't meet safety standards in countries like Germany and Japan, where vehicles must have soft, rounded corners to reduce injury risk in the event of a collision. But weight and design are just the beginning of the problem. What happens next could turn Cybertruck owners into lawbreakers overnight. The UK has already taken action by impounding at least one Cybertruck, and other European nations are considering doing the same. In Japan, new legislation could prevent it from being sold altogether. In Australia, lawmakers have raised concerns over the truck's size and safety, casting doubt on its approval. If these issues aren't resolved, Cybertruck owners could face the nightmare scenario of having a vehicle they legally can't drive. Imagine spending thousands of dollars on a truck, only to find out it's banned from public roads. That's a disaster for both Tesla and its customers. And just when you think things couldn't get worse, there's another factor in play, something that has nothing to do with safety. Even after all the regulatory challenges so far, Tesla is facing a new and potentially more significant roadblock. This situation is about to get even more complicated. First off, the Cybertruck isn't just violating safety regulations, Tesla is also facing serious legal hurdles in Europe. Before any vehicle can be sold and driven on public roads, it must go through something called type approval. This is a rigorous certification process to ensure that cars meet safety, environmental, and design regulations. The problem is that Tesla hasn't gone through this process yet, meaning the Cybertruck is technically not street legal in most of Europe. Next, there's the issue of speed and weight limits. In many countries, trucks that exceed a certain weight are required to have special speed limiters installed. The Cybertruck doesn't have one, and its massive battery pack pushes it over weight restrictions in places like the UK and Germany, making it even harder for Tesla to get approval. But there's a third problem that nobody saw coming. Tesla's own customers might be making things worse. The Cybertruck was originally designed as a rugged, off-road vehicle, but recent social media posts show people pushing its limits, speeding, performing stunts, and even racing against sports cars. This has caught the attention of regulators, who are now concerned that the way the Cybertruck is being used could turn it into a public safety risk. Not just because of its design, but because of how people are driving it. All of this puts Tesla in a difficult spot. The company could attempt to modify the Cybertruck for international markets, softening its design and adjusting its weight, but that would take both time and money. Even if Tesla manages to get approval in some countries, the bans in others could still severely limit sales and tarnish its reputation. Elon Musk, of course, is not pleased about the bans. In typical Musk fashion, he's been vocal about his frustration. Some sources suggest Tesla might pursue legal action against certain countries, arguing that the Cybertruck is being unfairly targeted. Others believe Tesla could shift focus entirely and keep the Cybertruck exclusive to North America, where regulations are less strict. But if that happens, it would be a significant setback for Tesla. The Cybertruck was meant to be a global success, and if it gets locked out of key markets, it could result in billions of dollars in lost revenue. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more complicated, new information has emerged that could change everything. Hidden within road safety laws might be a legal loophole Tesla could use to fight back. This loophole, buried deep in international vehicle regulations, could be the key to saving the Cybertruck. But the big question is, will it be enough? So, do you still think Tesla's Cybertruck is ready to take the world by storm? Or is it facing an uphill battle that might be too steep to climb? Tesla may still have a shot at fixing this situation, but there's a catch. European laws prohibit vehicles with rigid, sharp exteriors, but there's an exception for low-production specialty vehicles. If Tesla can classify the Cybertruck under this category, it could bypass certain design restrictions and potentially get approval in some European countries. The problem, however, is that Tesla would have to limit the number of Cybertrucks sold in those markets, which could significantly impact profits. This strategy has worked before for automakers who sell hypercars or off-road vehicles that don't meet standard safety requirements. But the question remains, would Tesla be willing to cap sales and position the Cybertruck as a niche luxury vehicle rather than a mass-market pickup? That's the million-dollar question. Meanwhile, in the United States, Tesla is taking a very different approach. Instead of battling regulators overseas, the company is doubling down on making the Cybertruck an American icon. Elon Musk has hinted that Tesla is prioritizing domestic production and sales, focusing on states where electric vehicles, and bold, futuristic designs, are more accepted. The US has far less restrictive safety regulations when it comes to vehicle design, making it the easiest and most profitable market for Tesla to dominate. But here's the kicker, forget about the safety regulations for a moment. What's happening now could cost Tesla billions. The company is facing a massive public relations disaster. Rather than being remembered as the truck that redefined the auto industry, the Cybertruck is quickly becoming a symbol of regulatory failure. Customers who pre-ordered years ago are growing frustrated with the delays and legal uncertainty. Some are even canceling their orders, worried that they might not be able to legally drive their Cybertruck once it's finally delivered. Tesla finds itself at a crossroads. Either it modifies the Cybertruck to fit international laws or keeps it exclusive to the US and abandons the global market. With billions of dollars at stake and Tesla's reputation on the line, the real question is, what happens next? The Cybertruck's future is still up in the air, and Tesla has three potential paths forward, each with its own set of risks and rewards. The first option? A full redesign for global markets. Tesla could modify the Cybertruck to meet international safety standards, making it lighter, softer, and fully compliant in countries where. The first option for Tesla is to redesign the Cybertruck for global markets, making it compliant with international safety regulations. This would likely involve modifying the truck's exterior to include crumple zones, redesigning the bumpers to reduce pedestrian injury risks, and potentially adjusting the material composition. However, this approach raises a major question: how will Tesla handle the weight issue? One solution could be offering a smaller battery pack to reduce weight, but this might come at the cost of reduced range and towing capacity. The biggest challenge here is time. Redesigning and certifying a new version of the Cybertruck could take years, delaying its global expansion and making it less competitive against electric trucks from rivals like Ford, Rivian, and others. Tesla would have to weigh whether the costs and delays are worth the potential for greater market share in the long run. The second option is a legal battle against regulators. Elon Musk is no stranger to fighting back, and some industry experts believe Tesla may challenge the bans in court. The company could argue that the Cybertruck is being unfairly targeted compared to other large, heavy-duty trucks already on the market. If Tesla wins, it could set a precedent that forces regulators to rethink certain safety requirements for electric trucks. However, legal battles can be expensive and time-consuming, and there's no guarantee Tesla would win. If the court rulings go against them, Tesla could be permanently shut out of key international markets. The third option is to focus entirely on North America and abandon the global market. The Cybertruck is already in high demand in the US, where road safety regulations are more lenient. Tesla could concentrate all its efforts on scaling production for the North American market, ensuring the Cybertruck becomes a dominant force domestically. While this would be the fastest and easiest option, it would limit the truck's global impact and leave billions in potential revenue untapped. While many see this as a battle over one vehicle, it's actually a broader test of how much innovation regulators are willing to accept. If regulators are banning the Cybertruck today, what's stopping them from going after Tesla's entire lineup in the future? And what does this mean for the future of electric vehicles overall? Click on this video here to find out.